Why is my brand not getting enough traction on Amazon? I've put together this great product and I feel like I'm invisible on Amazon. This is what Richard Jones said when he reached out to me to ask about what to do for his products. And so in today's video, we're going to take a look at his listings. He sells some authentic feathery golf balls, and this is a unique type of product, very different from your standard golf ball. Now, I'm not a golfer, and so I have no idea what a feathery golf ball is. And so when I look at this listing and I say to myself, do other people know what this is? Well, there's some very basic things I think Richard could do to help his products get off the ground so they don't feel so invisible on the Amazon platform. The first thing is the image stack. There is 6 photos that could be loaded to this plus a video. And here we only have a single photo. This doesn't show me what makes a feathery golf ball. This doesn't tell me why this is an authentic golf ball. It doesn't give me any of the rich history and some of the presentation that could be available. So I think there's a lot of opportunities to build in some infographics, really demonstrate the product, help me understand it. Some of the things I would love to see is an infographic explaining what is a feathery golf ball. Why is this circa 1750? Like, what? Tell me more about this, right? Why is this $99? Do I only get one golf ball? These are all the reasons that I think this product is not lifting up yet. So let's click on the brand name and see what that looks like. No brand story yet. And in fact, we see your competitor products showing up when we do that. Now, there's obviously lots of other people or other listings that you might have that also show your golf ball here. This product looks quite a bit better, but this was the first one that I landed on, and I'll show you how I did it. So I took the exact phrase here, I went on Amazon and I just typed that search term in, and here's what the results look like, right? And this is what I'm seeing whether I click on your brand name, whether I type in the search term or whatnot. There is kind of an invisibility element. So this was the first thing that ranked organically #1, which is why I started there. Now, this second product does have some of the things that I might want to see, like where it all began. And it kind of explains, what that means. What I don't see a lot of, though, is the golf course. I don't see a lot of show me the product in use. And that's something I think would be a really important thing to have as well. So, but with the recent revival of hickory shafted golf clubs in use by enthusiasts around the world, there's come a new interest in some of the other original elements of the sport. Well, you're telling me this, but you're not showing me this. I would love a lot more show and tell, and I don't know if that particular golf club would show and tell this product or not, but I would love to see the text here paired with some of the elements. Show and tell me so I can see some of this. So this is very old school. This is, ideal for hickory golf. You got some nice packaging there. I think that's great. This particular product, though, I'm not sure I see it in the search results. So let's see if we can find it. It's there with the ad. That's good. It's good to see there with the ad. But by and large, the organic rank on this listing is, as you say, invisible. So why is that? Let's see if we can dig a little bit deeper and figure out why that might be. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and look at Cerebro on Helium 10. By the way, if you guys want to get 20% off this, just type in the promo code MyAmazonGuy20 when you sign up. I do get commission on that, so thank you in advance. This particular product is only indexed for 24 keywords. And as you can see on the right here, the organic rank, the highest keyword it's ranked for is rank 66. So this isn't going anywhere fast. It's in trouble, right? Like there's no relationship to the search engine. Couple of problems I see, like in the title here, there's no spacing between the word handcrafted and leather. This could affect your search term results. It also doesn't flow very well, and it's inconsistent. So there's a space, there's not a space. So this is minor. You could get that fixed pretty quick. And as we scroll through here, we've already identified you don't have a brand store. So when I click that, what do I see? My competitors. That's never a good thing. And when we go down, I don't see a video. Like if I'm not a golf enthusiast and I'm trying to purchase this for a golf enthusiast, one of the things I'd want to see is a video of the product in use. Like what makes this product special? Tell me a little bit more about that. As we scroll down, the bullet points are pretty shallow. They need a lot more development. Probably need to be tripled in size with the amount of information. Now, this is parented with the other product right here, which is what we see. But why does the secondary product not have any of the secondary images, and this one does? Again, both need videos, both need this full 6-image stack. As we scroll down, you're missing a brand story. Just to show you what a brand story can look like, let's go over to amazon.com/ageofsage and click on my men's soap product. So I sell to men with this particular product. So what am I going to do? I'm going to show some axes and other men type products in my brand story. And you can customize this so it shows differently depending on which product you have. But by and large, I would love to see a golfing green in this brand story with maybe like somebody trying to putt with your product. Something along those lines can be photoshopped and pretty easy to articulate. Let's go back to your product here. And in the A+ content, a lot of things are checked. You show into like showing me this right here. I think that's very interesting. A lot of history with that. I don't necessarily know you need to emphasize the giftability of this. I think it's, you know, pretty straightforward. I would be more interested to talk about the history and the why. Meet the founder and stuff like this. I think it's probably more appropriate up in the brand story section that you'll want to get that created. I also think you need to have that brand store created and tell that story there as well. Sewn leather pouch, softened in water, and then stuffed with goose feathers. That's super interesting to see kind of like what, you know, kind of the history of golf and the traditional process. So I think it's very good. A lot of these good things in describing the product. Here is where your opportunity lies. There is zero, not a single word of crawlable text in your A+ content. What that means is that there is all the words are inside of an image. And when you have words that are not inside the image, it's going to look more like this, where we have text out to the side, here again, product grid, text here and here. These words in A+ content are indexable, right? They're crawlable, indexable keyword content, heavy, rich text and copy. Without these phrases outside of the images in A+ content, your text is not being read by the robot, which means it's invisible, cannot be found, cannot be seen. Also, behind each photo, you can set alt text, which you've done here, handmade golf balls. That's great. Let's click on one more, premium golf balls. So that's better than nothing. A lot of times designers will load images, design 1, design 2. That's not helpful for the robots. This is code that you can signal to the SEO search engine robots to tell them what is the image about, what is the product about. Well, things that you would want to put in the alt text, misspellings of your product, Spanish of your product, things you can't put on the front end of the copy, things you could want to hide behind the code, if you will. You also want to put in here phrases you're trying to rank for and index. So there's 100 characters of copy in each alt text photo that you have an opportunity to fill in here. I'm going into my backend now to show you some A+ content and what this could look like. So I'm going to click on this particular product, hit edit, and I'm going to go into one of the images and hit edit on it. Here is where image keywords can show up. Notice how we have 100 characters of text here, which is super valuable. And if you have multiple sizes like we do here, and this is premium A+ content, which is why we have multiple image sizes, you can show different keywords for each individual image. Body text, this is crawlable. Image text, this is not. But edit the photo and add the keywords in the alt text right there. That is valuable. So this is going to help you. Now, what I want to do next is I want to go onto Amazon and let's see if we can find a product that's like a closest competitor for you. And again, I don't know anything about this. So I'm going to type in something along the lines of traditional golf ball gifts. Let's just see what comes up for that. And we're going to get all kinds of modern things and, you know, stuff like this. And then there, that's great. That's your product showing up. So that's good. I don't know how many people search that exact keyword, but that's good that you show up there. But as we go down and we kind of look at some of these things, they're all over the place. We have random type of golf balls. We have all kinds of gag gifts, I think that is, and random objects that can show up and drinking glasses with golf balls, all kinds of things. So what we're going to try and do, though, is we're going to try and find a product that ranks for some of the same things that you might want to rank for. So probably, I don't really know if I found a great term or not. Let's try authentic golf balls and see if that does something a little bit different. And we're looking for things that have, so there's practice golf balls right there. We can see quite a few practice type categories coming up here. So I don't know if the word authentic is how people are doing it. But we've got all kinds of options to kind of look. We've got gender reveals. I mean, look at the keywords that I'm using, authentic balls, and we're getting gender reveal. So clearly this category is super niche. The algorithm hasn't figured out like what's special about your product, right? So how about I type in something like golf balls made in Scotland? You know, see if we get anything different with this. And now we're getting golf balls in pint glasses and all kinds of random stuff. So really coming up short here. It's very difficult to know like what to go for. So we just discovered this category right here, trick and novelty golf balls. So I'm going to say this is probably as good as it's going to get. And wow, do we have a lot of gender reveal products showing up on Amazon right now. Quite a few gender. But if we go down this list, exploding golf balls, glow-in-the-dark golf balls, random, all kinds of stuff. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just take the exploding golf balls because it's a high-ranked product and there really wasn't a better option. We're next going to get keywords. And the reason we're doing this is we're going to do some competitor research to figure out like what keywords should be in your title, what keywords should be in your A+ content, and the like. Well, on the right here, we got a nice little word cloud with word frequency and golf, obviously, balls, gifts, men, funny, exploding gag, gift, etc. Now, some of these keywords obviously not going to be a great fit. We're not going for the gag route, but it does give us an idea of like some of the search volume, right? And so if we look down this list and we filter, and we can set up the filters here to see like what we want to pay attention to. So I don't really care about a lot of these different things. So I'm going to get rid of a few of these. Probably don't care about competing products and keyword density and match type. Okay. So this simplifying this down so we can read the data a little bit better. So here we have the search volume. We got 2,000 people a month that are looking for exploding golf balls. But as we go down and we try and figure out like, okay, maybe we need to go with the keyword novelty. So we go up here and we look at the filter, phrases that contain novelty. And we search for that. There's 28 keywords. We can sort this by search volume. Novelty gifts for men, funny. Novelty golf balls. So here's an angle. 280 people are looking for novelty golf balls a month. Here's what shows up at the top of the search results. Really not the sort of product that you are presenting, but this is absolutely the sort of thing that you should try and rank for. So if we go back to your original listing here, I think the word novelty needs to be on your listing. Let's see if it is. Control F for novelty and goose egg. So here's a keyword opportunity, in my opinion. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll agree, Richard, but when I would go to build your listing, I would put novelty golf balls because you do have a novelty item. And these are for really authentic history, traditional. I don't know if this is the sort of item that you sell that you put on the shelf or if it's actually one that you use. You are emphasizing the word playable, but you also deliver it with like this kind of cube box as if you can display it and it's a talking point that you would show at the office and whatnot. So there's kind of some mixed messaging that I'm getting here. And at $70, what happens if I lose this ball? Like, you know, what's my course of action? So I would go down and I would do some reverse engineering of the category and look for keywords that have some propensity and some density that would make sense for your product. And as we go down, golf gifts for men, 1,200, search volume. So we take that exact word, we redo your title, and we get an exact match for this straight in the title. So if I was to redo your title, authentic feathery golf ball, what I would probably do here is put in golf gifts for men, traditional golf gifts for men, or handcrafted golf gifts for men, or leather golf gifts for men. Just try and get that exact match into the title one time. And then emphasize it again later in your brand story and in the A+ content outside of an image, but in a header. So it shows up and it's crawlable. you're going to have a lot better chance trying to sell this product. So you have an extraordinarily unique product, probably the only person in the world selling this on Amazon. And I think that some of the coding and some of the messaging is probably the most important thing to get right. Now, if we go back to your data here, which I think we're here now, you have 29 keywords you're advertising on. So I want to see what keywords you selected to advertise on. And all this data is public. You can look at it. Emoji golf ball gifts edition. So I'm going to click on this. I'm like, why is this being advertised? So like, you have keywords that you're showing up in your advertising that you probably need to negate. Like, these are wasted dollars. The word emoji probably needs to be negated off of your advertising. You're wasting money here. You're showing up sponsor rank 2 according to Helium 10. Father's Day gift for fishermen. Is this something that a fisherman would buy? Does that word make sense? Might need to negate that as well. Is this a gag gift? No, not really. Why are you advertising on half of these terms? Cubs Father's Day gifts? Again, I think the keyword density and what you're choosing to go after is really not on point. And the market itself is really inundated by gag gifts and gender reveals, and it's an uphill battle for an authentic product such as yourself. This might be very much an influencer type product, and you may even want to get a comedian to do kind of like a TikTok video or an influencer video to really demonstrate like how to use this product and like have him do like a real video where he's not trying to be funny, but it's funny because it's a comedian doing it kind of angle is kind of what I was thinking. And then plaster that over the market and try and get people to buy the product that way. All right, so those are some of my initial ideas on your listing. Feel free to let me know how I did in the comments, guys, for those that are watching this. And by the way, we're trying to get people to ask me questions on camera. So if you go to myamazonguy.com/ask, you're going to be able to upload your question by video. I will be putting your video on the channel, and then I will come in and answer your question. This is a way to get my attention because video content allows me to reach a broader audience. So if you guys want to ask me a question for free at no cost, all you got to do is go to myamazonguy.com/ask and load your video there. Now, if you don't want me to go public with your content, that's cool too. You can still ask me a question. Leave it on the comment section of the videos or go over to my coaching page at myamazonguy.com/coaching, and you can ask private questions for $50 or book a coaching call with me here as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and look forward to answering more of your questions.